Hello. As we have learned in this chapter, we all belong to multiple communities family, neighborhoods, and work communities, among others. Today, I want to talk to you about my job, my CHT community. That stands for Clinical Hemodialysis Technician. I wake up at 2 a.m. while most people are asleep. I'll take blood out of people's bodies and then I clean it. But don't worry, I always give it back. I'm always prepared. No 2 days are the same. If I make a mistake, I could kill someone, and that's something that I am very aware of. That's why I'm always focused. I am always prepared. A CHD is always prepared. But what is a CHD? A CHD is a certified hemodialysis technician, a person delivering treatment for patients who have lost their kidney function. Kidneys are the filters of our bodies. The function of the kidney is to excrete the toxins in our bodies. And when a person has kidney failure, they can't have that function anymore. So they have to receive dialysis. The role of a CHD includes take vitals, monitor and assess patients undergoing hemodialysis treatment, and cannulate the patient. Cannulate it means to put needles either on their arms or the patient's legs, but that's something that has been determined by the doctors. Also, how can a CHD help to improve the life of a patient? A CHD sees the same patient 3 times per week, 4 to 5 hours per treatment. That is, so a person who is going through hemodialysis, in order to keep living, has to receive treatment. So we see the same people, the same patients, at least 3 times a week. Sometimes we spend more time with them than the time we spend with our own families. A patient learns how to develop trust with us, the technicians. We know about their families. We know if they're eating well. We know if they're missing something at home, like this past summer. I will ask questions such as, do you have air conditioning at your home? And if they didn't, I could refer them to a social worker and find resources for them to acquire the air conditioning. It's things like that that a patient is more willing to talk about with a technician because they know this person, they see this person as a friend, than talking to the doctors and tell them or confide their secrets. CHDs, we are also advocates for our patients. If we see there's something going on with them, if we see there's something wrong, we can talk to either a social worker, a nurse, a doctor, and we can express our concern. And most of the time, they listen to us. And although all medical orders come from doctors and nurses, the role of clinical hemodialysis technician is crucial to improve the quality of life of patients undergoing dialysis. We are called, or so-called, the building blocks of nephrology because the patient first comes to us, the technicians, and from then it gets assessed by a nurse, and from the nurse it gets assessed by a doctor. But if I observe one of my patients has usually a low blood pressure, and today I see that my patient comes in with a high blood pressure, I will be concerned. and I will refer my patient to a doctor because this is something unusual for him or for her. So this is how we can advocate for them. It takes a lot of training to become a certified hemodialysis technician, and because there is no college training for it, it has to be an on-the-job training. You receive 18 months of ongoing training, and after that, you have to pass a national certification exam. If you study hard and pass the test, then you get to work and use that license for 3 years. But during those 3 years, you have to keep studying in order to get recertified. And on top of that, different companies have different policies. The company I work for, we have to get recertified within the company every year. As I already mentioned, the patient and the technicians have a bond, a relationship. They respect each other, they know each other, and that helps us provide a best quality of care for them. And we can improve a patient outcome and quality of life by doing all the things that I already mentioned, by listening to our patient, by educating our patient about the things they can eat and they cannot eat, and by advocating for them, by listening to them, and by telling other people or referring them to specialists when they need them. So the role of a hemodialysis technician includes more than just providing a life-saving treatment for patients suffering from kidney failure. Hemodialysis technicians improve the quality of their patient's life by educating them, by advocating for them. The bond formed by a technician and his patients goes beyond the treatment floor. Being a CHT is a challenging career, but it's a very rewarding one. Thank you.